let's discuss where I'm at with my graphic design career. And I really hate to bring the harsh reality of where my career stands. Being the graphic designer that I am at this point, it may just take a lot longer for me to find a new job in a graphic design role. You know why? Because a lot of companies now are requiring more than what I've just learned, in which, in this case for me, having learned everything from the print side of things. And obviously we know that especially, I guess, most of us graphic designers, and even some of the even some of your average people already know that paper is fading. And for us graphic designers, print is already fading as well. It's dying, dude. I mean, I can imagine now, like, a lot of the companies that I've applied to, where I had some of my interviews at, a lot of those companies that were, that focused a lot on print, and even just in general, a lot of print-related companies and print shops, they're probably closed down because they cannot produce enough print anymore. A lot of companies, are focusing on the digital realm of graphic design. Look, per Rico, us graphic designers like myself and Rico would have to have learned more than just what we know already from the print side of things. Obviously, he told me about learning UI and UX design. That's the only thing I pretty much learned right now. As far as my continuation of being a graphic designer goes, but it's so tedious, man. It's like to self-teach, to teach myself some of that stuff, and all the while just doing it at home, where I just have so much distraction that a lot of times I just can't concentrate other than in my workstation. It's already tedious enough. I even, like, with my energy just this low, it just feels tedious. It feels tedious. I would rather go to school for the UI, the UX design stuff if I gotta learn. I would pick all the necessary classes, that a lot of companies need now, as far as what a lot of the skill sets that a lot of companies are requiring when it comes to working toward the digital end, on the digital on the digital world of graphic design. Obviously, one of them is UI UX design, and second of all, according to Chat GPT, I would have to learn a whole lot more. Websites like Figma and what was the other one? It was Figma and Affinity Map, and Canva. The vice Donald has set up me and Armando the Canva site. Right now we haven't used it too much, but that might be something I'll need to learn. And Canva, Figma, Affinity Map, or just a lot. Some websites they're gonna require that knowledge of being familiar with those websites, man. So I just started a blog on this. I haven't had a chance to finish it, but I just need to get out of my system first, because it's clear to me now, like with how things are in my graphic design career. Let's just face it. I feel like I've just already wasted my time. I mean, but not to the extent that where Carlos never really, had a chance to actually take advantage of his graphic design career, because all he did was just work at Disneyland. So he never really had a graphic design job like I have, even though my role is a graphic artist that I've only learned so much. Look, I had 3 emails today, and they were all responses from what was it? There were responses from some of the companies I applied to. Wow, it's been a while since I've had any responses. And guess what? They were all rejections. They were all rejections, dude. I mean, what does that go to show you? Yes, exactly. They, with the experience that I have, they ain't gonna accept any more job interviews for me for as long as my resume does not match what they need. Because a lot of what I've applied to, they require more than just learning what I learned in InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, even some of the other programs that I looked at some of the ones that I applied to, even in the past. Coral Draw, some of them even require Figma, UI UX design. I've seen some of them in there. So, I mean, if this was 2016 or 2018, I can guarantee you I would easily already have a new job by then with what I have. Because a lot of the companies are still gonna have focus on print. Hell, I even applied to a catalog position in La Habra. I bet that one is closed now. This was in 2018, and I didn't get accepted because I guess I had to do a quiz, if I remember correctly, or where it would challenge me to see if I know enough graphic design. I mean, and some of it was like some of the fundamentals. I know some of them, but I didn't know the rest. But it's like, I mean, getting back to what Lisa said, it is not a real world kind of job that I have. Not even a real world workplace like this dump that I'm in. Everybody knows there's not enough room for growth, man. Everybody knows that. I myself know that. And as a graphic designer, there is definitely no room for growth. I only learned what I learned. Updating flyers, updating company website, not doing any website design, or just using some third-party websites like what was this one now? Shift for Shop, and the one before was like really old-ass website, whatever it is, Back then, it was like very old school. But yeah, that a lot of what I've done is just print advertising. Learning how to deal with catalogs, pagination from InDesign, just the basics in Photoshop. I don't know too much, and a lot of what are these companies now are requiring more than just what I've learned, and it's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing to see that I only have so much in my resume that I feel like I've only learned a quarter of what a real graphic designer would have learned in any job. And I'm talking about a real world job, a real workforce job, a real graphic design job. This ain't it, man. I remember before I got hired, I was told, or actually when I did get hired, I was told it was going to be 75% data entry and maybe, what was it, like, was it 35%? No, actually, what was it, 20%, 25%, 35% of graphic design. I mean, look, man, had I known that, had I taken advantage of what I was told with that, you know what? Then that would have meant that I would have taken advantage of leaving a whole lot sooner. So that whatever I've learned, and back then a lot of these companies were still doing print, and so I would have loved to see what other companies were there that were going to help me grow, even if it was still on the print side of things, being the graphic designer. So Rico left in 2014, so obviously he had a better, his road being a graphic designer was already smooth at the time, because he was growing and growing. Yes, I know he had to jump ship to a lot of other companies since he left this dump, but for the most part, he's already adding a whole lot of stuff to his resume. I mean, look, like where I'm at now, I pretty much reached a dead end, dude. And like I said, man, it is gonna take longer for me to find a new job because a lot of these companies, especially from what I read in Chat GPT, it's a long list of things to learn. I mean, come on, dude. Figma, Affinity Map, Canva, motion graphics, just wireframes, and just so much, dude. Learning the difference between UI and UX design, I feel like I already know the basics about them, and knowing the difference between the two. My God, dude, this is man, I'm already feeling as stuck as I am, and I'm gonna need a whole lot of time to just learn all this stuff. But knowing that I never have much time at home, with all these things that are just happening, I told you, it's with this chaotic home life that I'm dealing with, and I know a lot of these, these days being a homer is going to be a lot busier, dude. I don't even know when I'm going to have the chance, because I need a lot of time just learning that long list of things. Because, dude, it's like I don't even know if I can become a graphic designer at this point, or if I still want to continue being a graphic designer. Like I said, I've already reached a dead end, and my potential is just getting, it's just going down a little bit. No, actually, my potential is just already getting weaker, because I didn't do what I did, and I already regret just not trying hard enough back then and getting a new job. It's tough, dude. Now I'm really having to face a really tough reality as far as being a graphic designer, because I had to learn so much more, and it just makes me feel like I have to be stuck there much longer, and knowing that my brain is just rotting every single day being there, and just more bad things are just happening to me. Look, I know the therapist got a little spirited yesterday, trying to make sure that I understand the meaning and the purpose of therapy. I get all that, but I'm gonna say this, man, had I already been in a new job a lot sooner, who knows if I would ever have had therapy. And even if I was in a new job now, it would have made learning a lot easier. As far as learning how to handle my mental health on therapy. But unfortunately, I just hate the fact that I'm still there. I'm talking about my dump. 12 and a half years, going 13 in September. I don't want to go through that again, dude. I mean, I could probably spend the next 3-4 sessions on my dump issues, so I can tell him every single other reason as to why I still feel like crap in that place. It's just devastating. Just discussing this topic alone has already made me feel more and more devastated, and hell, it's probably going to make me 10 times more anxious. Ha ha ha. I know it sounds like a really corny, stupid joke at this point, but I'm dead serious, man. I'm like, it's crazy. It's crazy to see where I'm at. Not only is it crazy, it's devastating. I gotta look at myself straight in the mirror, man. Because look, it's not impossible to learn more, but at the same time, it's just so tedious that it's getting to a point that I need so many days to learn all of this. And knowing I'll have Monday to Friday in that dump, I mean, I'm not letting no one see what I'm learning, or how improving my resume, this and that. And it's like, I rarely have enough time, and on the weekends it's just a lot of housework. In this household, it's just like, it's just the reason why I hardly have any time just doing anything. It's just too much. It wasn't like this way back in 2015 and earlier, dude. I mean, it's just too much, man. It's way too much at this point. Because I don't even know how to battle this out. Like now I'm getting to face more of what I need to learn. I have the list. Okay, I'll learn this one day. I gotta learn this the next day. It's like, do I really gotta spend more late nights just trying to learn this stuff, dude? It almost makes me feel like I want to procrastinate when I know I can't. And trust me, I know I said that over and over, that it's tedious what I'm having to learn, but it's necessary. And it's like I gotta suck up all this low energy that I have just to take some time to learn. And I may be asked to help around the house, doing this and doing that, and it's just so many things going on, dude. Yeah, you can tell I'm just really out of it. Like, I just feel more and more like crap, and just realizing that my life is still gonna be, in a struggle to find light in the tunnel. I'm sorry, man. I mean, after all that I've suffered just being in that dump, I mean, I got so much regret at this point. I should have just learned what I learned a lot sooner, and I thought I understood that. I thought I was gonna be good in that place and in this dump, and now that I'm seeing what the graphic design is, as far as like transitioning into the digital world. Hell, I gotta look at the other side of this, of the workforce in general. AI. Some people already said it. It's it's gonna take over half of the workforce. Although I really don't want to put so much thought into that. Unfortunately, the reality is gonna kick in with that may happen, and I'm at the point where if I'm in this job for like 3 more years, I'll give it probably 3 more years. These AI robots will already have taken over half of the workforce in this world. Hell, even in the United States. I mean, that's how bad things have gone for me. Professionally, socially, and just in my life in general. Dude, I can't see myself just getting out of this darkness right now. I know it's the middle of June, or in this case now it's late June. I mean, what's next, really? Am I really gonna have to start learning a new subject? Or a new course? I mean, I might as well learn computer science or, accounting, because I may just have a much better chance of getting a new job, if I was learning that stuff. But I gotta go to school for that. I can learn some of this stuff on my own, but to add to my resume, I can probably add it to my, miscellaneous skills. Learn accounting, or learn to be a warehouse, a warehouse guy, or librarian, this and that. So at least the recruiters will find what I've learned. That they may give me opportunities for the miscellaneous skill set that I have, other than just graphic design. I mean, look, I applied to 10 jobs just the other day. I don't know if at this point I gotta still keep going. I can keep going, and I'm still not gonna get anything as far as job interviews are concerned. My last one was in January 19th, or excuse me, the 20th. Yeah, inauguration day, man. It's just ridiculous, man. I mean, I've reached a point where, like, it's just making me look at life now as like, I mean, I've done a lot of the same things I've been doing, and I don't know if even this might even just contribute to what my ongoing anxiety, man. But this 2025, I'm just seeing less and less of myself and my surroundings, and just seeing more while just being enclosed upon my surroundings, and now like I'm having to, like, dude, I just don't know how much longer I can handle this, man. It's like I gotta start reconsidering my career, like, to be paid $17.75 in my 12th year. I mean, it's beyond embarrassing, and for a graphic artist role. And if I had a new job a lot sooner, I would have probably been paid at least $17 an hour. Had I been in a new job a lot sooner, probably like in 2018, and then by now I probably would have been paid at least $22 an hour. So yeah, this is crazy, dude. This is crazy in this situation I'm in. But what else can I do? I mean, I gotta do what I do, but it's like I just don't know how much more patience I got. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how much more patience I'm gonna get. I mean, I'm just totally out of it. I feel more and more stuck every single day, man. It's just ridiculous at this point. Whatever, man. Yeah, dude. I gotta start thinking. I need to start thinking and just seeing if I can still move on this career or not, man. Peace out.